neighborhood military rider. I turned on the camera a little bit later this time because my battery started dying. And I got a little more running around to do today. So I got to go hit up one store that I'm not going to say because I'm getting something for a certain special someone who happens to watch this moto vlog. Well, I might get it. We're going to see. We're going to see if it's in the... but it's not all I'm getting for her. Gentlemen, go the extra mile. Ask her what she wants, and then get her more shit on top of what she wants. That's how you keep a woman happy, alright? I gotta figure out what other shit to get. So, I wouldn't take relationship advice from me. I'm actually a shitty person. I'm a really, really shitty person, so... It is what it is. But... some of the things I wanted to go over today, and I hope this doesn't cause some serious backlash, is how to deal with like rider etiquette and the MCs that are out there. And it's actually really simple. Now, MCs have a very dense political structure, believe it or not, and there's a lot of politics when it comes to MCs, especially 1%er MCs. The only reason I can speak on this is because I have quite a few family members who are members of 1%er MCs. I'm not going to tell you what MCs those are because I don't want myself or them to become a target, potentially. So, I, for one, do not and will probably never try to prospect at any MC. Now, that being said, I'm going to contradict my statement right there by saying that I have reached out to the CVMA, the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association, which is not, it's an association, it's not a motorcycle club. But I reached out to them because I was on their website because I was interested in joining. I think I'll just have to probably run into some of the guys and get some more information. Because I looked into it and, pay dues and, participate in rides. And yeah, that's all fine and dandy. I can do that. But then it asked for a DD-214, which I don't have because I'm still enlisted. I have an ERB that shows my combat time, my combat action badge, etc. But I don't have a DD-214. You don't get one of those until you transition out of the military. So first and foremost, you guys all know, well, some of you know, I've always been taught, there's a couple different ways people do it, but I've always been taught 2 fingers out to the left, underneath your handlebars, pointing down towards the ground. And it's always been a gesture of good faith, telling other riders, like, as they go by, like, hey, ride safe. And that one is kind of, there's a lot of unwritten rules to that one that not even I know. Because there's guys who ride with MCs who won't do that to anyone except people in their MCs. And it's like, hey man, like, I got it, you're a part of an MC, and that's fine, but, a gesture of good faith to every single rider. I don't give it to people who ride scooters. I don't. I'm sorry. That's my own personal preference. You gotta be able to go over 50 miles an hour for me to give you that. And I know they got some, like, stupid built, like, Honda Ruckuses and shit now that do, like, 110, but I don't care. It's a scooter. I'm not going to do a gesture of good faith to another rider if it's on a flippin' scooter, okay? I used to never do it to trikes, but I was actually put in my place on a page on Facebook. I was like, I never gave the little salute, the 2-finger salute, whatever, to trike riders, because it's not a bike. You got 3 wheels. And a lot of them came out and they were like, well, you got to understand, people get older, people are handicapped, and they still want to ride, and that's the only option they have. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. So I do give it to them now. So I was put in my place, and life is all learning experience. I learned. Now MCs, when you're around MCs, like I'm in the American Southwest, this town, this area, this is all Banditos territory. I have no issue with the Banditos. I am completely respectful towards them, and they have left me alone. Okay? A lot of people think that these gangs are just out to try and, rough people up and beat. No, that's really not how it works. It's a group of people who care about riding, care about each other, and sometimes, vast minority of the time, they have ulterior motives. Majority of the time, they just hang out, go to church, talk about, and by church is not like, praise Jesus. It's a different thing, but I'll leave that for another time. They want to see where the future of the club is going. They vote in new members. They squash rivalry, shit like that. But my family are not Banditos. But I don't represent anyone. Obviously, I'm a uniformed service member. I cannot patch or prospect for any 1% or MC while I'm in. At least not openly. I cannot do it openly. Nothing against them. I have the utmost respect for MCs. So, okay, actually, you know, let me back up here. MCs, most big MCs, yeah, I mean, your Sons of Silence, your Hells Angels, your Mongols, your Banditos, your Flying Wheels, Booze Fighters, you know, all those guys, they, I don't know if Booze Fighters are 1%ers, I'll be honest, and I don't know if Flying Wheels are 1%ers, but anyways, all the big MCs that are out there, their heritage is ground at the end of World War II. That's when MCs really started picking up, and I don't know if they actually existed before World War II, but I know when a lot of the guys came back from World War II and they decided to get out of the military, they went out and they bought Harley Davidsons, because Harley became a thing during World War II. So these guys, a lot of them had been trained on how to work on these bikes and use them, so what did they do? They went out and bought themselves a Harley. They started getting together in groups, watch out for each other. So that's why, first and foremost, almost every MC out there will leave veterans alone. We get away with about that much more than you do. Not much. We get away with a tiny bit more than you do. But, you know, you're neutral ground. I can literally turn, you know, there'll be a bandito sitting there and, you know, he finds out I'm in the military, shake his hand, introduce himself, you know, say everything, cool, fine. And then turn around and introduce myself to another 1%er MC, like a completely different MC. And I am neutral ground to both of those guys. You know, they leave me be, they, you know, thank me for my service, and I move on. Most all MCs are huge supporters of the military. The three main rules. Number one, do not fuck with the bikes. Okay? That being said, I mean, I'm going to expand on it. I really shouldn't have to. Like, you can look from a distance, cool. Don't walk up, ask to touch, don't ask to sit on, don't try to sit on, don't try to touch, because that is grounds for getting your ass kicked immediately. Like, right there, on the spot, they are going to knock your freaking teeth in, alright? And it's not going to be a pleasant, like, one-on-one ass whooping, like every single member of that MC is about to put their hands on you, right there. Rule number 2. Don't mess with the MC. Actually, there's 4 rules, I'm sorry. Don't mess with the MC. Rule number 2, do not mess with that MC. Don't talk shit about their MC. Don't be like, well, my brother's, you know, my cousin's one of these, and, you know, he says that y'all are a bunch of punk. Don't do that. Don't. I don't know why you would do that anyways. That, again, should be a pretty common sense rule. Don't fuck with the MC, alright? Just leave them alone. Be respectful, be polite, keep your mouth shut, alright? Rule number 3. If a guy is in an MC, like a full patch member, prospects are a little ambiguous depending on who they're prospecting for. But if they're a full patch member and they refer to a woman as their old lady, don't you dare hit on her. Don't touch her. Nothing. Do not even speak to her, alright? She is MC property, and it's not like she's MC property like, oh, well, every guy in the MC gets to touch her. No. She is MC property and belongs to one rider, one full patch member, and that is his. And every other member of that MC will defend that woman with up to and including their life. And that could be as simple as you trying to hit on her, you're probably going to get your teeth knocked in. You trying to dance with her, you're probably going to get your teeth knocked in. You trying to have her on the back of your bike, they also know that. Old ladies know you do not ride on the back of anyone's bike except your man's. But trying to get her on the back of your bike, you're going to get your teeth knocked in, your bike's probably going to get lit on fire. I'm just going to be real with you guys. Alright? So that's rule number 3. Rule number 4. So, I'm sorry, I know I said there was 3. I changed it to 4. Rule number 4. Okay. Do not mess with a rider's cut. Alright? I wanted to make sure I articulated that cut. Alright? For those who don't know what a cut is, it is their vest that has their patch of their MC on it, along with all their other patches, possibly their name or their title, Sergeant at Arms, VP, Prez, whatever. Okay? Do not touch it. And I mean literally, like, don't walk over and be like, whoop, and like try to touch their cut. You're going to get your teeth knocked in. I promise you, you're going to get an ass whooping you are not soon to forget. Okay? Don't ask to wear it. Don't try to touch it. Don't ask about it. Just, okay, he's wearing a cut. Leave him be. MC has a color scheme, so it's pretty easy to pick out, or at least the big 1%ers have a color scheme, okay? Don't quote me on this. I know down here, this Banditos territory, Banditos is red and yellow. All their support MCs that they have will also be rocking red and yellow. Hell's Angels, red and white. Sons of Silence, I want to say is red and black. Mongols, I want to say is black and yellow. Okay, those last two I'm not even remotely sure about. But don't, if you see colors, leave them alone. Just leave them the fuck alone. Alright? You follow, there's more rules than that, but if you follow those simple rules, people are not going to mess with you. They're going to leave you alone, because they know you want nothing to do with what's going on with that MC. Alright? That also goes, oh, here's a big one that I've seen lately. Do not ever, and I mean like ever, wear an MC's logo that you did not earn. Now, with that, there's kind of a little split there. Like, my little sister, she goes to a lot of motorcycle rallies, runs into a lot of 1%ers. They're real polite to her, she's polite to them, and you know, she'll buy some of their merch. These guys do sell merchandise, and it'll say, you know, like Hell's Angels is support your local red and white, Banditos is like support your local Bandito, you know, all that jazz. Real simple stuff. So now if it's a support patch, yeah, I mean, well, not a support patch because they won't sell support patches, but they'll sell support shirts. And if you want to wear a support shirt, go right on ahead. You are more than welcome to. But I've seen it a few times where fake and sometimes real, because there's no reason there should be a real one in there, memorabilia from some of these MCs ends up in like a thrift store. And people are like, oh, I'm gonna wear it as a Halloween costume. Don't do that. Don't even play like that. It's not a Halloween costume, it's not something cool to show off to your friends. It's not anything like that. By and large, ultimately, if you respect people's property, whether they're in an MC or not, you're fine. Oh, there we go. Emergency lights. Gotta move over. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna move over and slow down. Not gonna do it, huh? Yeah, go figure. Yeah, emergency vehicle stopped. We're just gonna keep doing what we do, right, RAV4? Let me see. Do you look as stupid as you're acting? Nope, just old. And to move over and slow down for emergency vehicles, I'm pretty sure that's a law. Like, I'm 70% sure that's a law. And red there, which means green there. Boom. Don't you do it, Mercedes. Alright. Cool. You know what'd be really awesome is if we could accelerate faster than, like, I don't know, the speed of smell. You guys should know that I have terrible road rage. Like, I don't have, like, break, you know, your car road rage. I mean, okay, I've done that once or twice before in my life. But I have, like, get angry enough to start talking about your life story, like making it up inside my own head. That's the level of road rage I have. Like, someone will cut me off or something, and I'm like, look at this guy. Look at this. You can tell he hates his life. He's balding. He's paying child support. He goes home to a fat wife who fucking yells at him all the time. Like, I make up your entire life story when you piss me off. And if you're old, I will state that I take solace in the fact that you will die long before me. That's that's the level of aggression I have while I'm on the road. For those of you who saw that other video when the guy was going the wrong way down the one way and I kind of lost my cool on him, I think that's where a lot of my viewers actually came from, was there. Because you guys saw it on Moto Madness and other places, which I do respect and thank Moto Madness for doing that for me. I mean, I didn't send it to them, they actually found me. which I thought was super freaking cool. I remember I was sitting right up there at Freddy's one time, and dude went in his Mustang, go figure, went to go tearing down this road as fast as he could. Well, would have been fine and dandy if somebody hadn't pulled out in front of him. They pulled out, he slammed on the brakes, hit the back of their car. I found it rather funny because it was a Mustang. I want to get one thing straight. A lot of people like hate on people who drive, you know, oh, I don't like Chevy, or I don't like Jeep, or I don't like Fords, but I think we can all agree that people who drive bone stock vehicles, they're the bane of our existence. Friends don't let friends drive stock vehicles. I mean, right now, I'm trying to convince my girlfriend to let me put a turbo on her frickin' Yaris. Just because, I mean, come on. Can you see the look on some dude's face when he gets smoked by a Yaris? And then, of course, I watch the top of the head go flying through her hood. But, you know, hey, for a short period of time, that would be awesome. Come on, dude. Come on. You don't know how to use an indicator, I see, but it's cool. You thought you were just going to grab the lane and I wasn't coming around you. Well, luckily for you, I was paying attention. I'm rocking the Beat Saber soundtrack right now, guys. It is really hard to drive safe and friendly when you are rocking the Beat Saber soundtrack. I don't know, for those of you who've never played Beat Saber, that game's pretty awesome, especially when you're drunk. Oh man, I love doing 10 under the speed limit on the interstate. Thank you so much, Las Cruces. Like, there's things in my life that I can do now that I'm doing 10 under the speed limit. Hashtag no clutch gang. Ooh. Is that an imp, or what is that? I don't know what the hell that is. Like the back end. It's a weird model of imp if it is. I mean, it's GM, whatever it is, because it's an SS. GM uses SS, Ford uses GT, and then Mopar uses RT. So I'm gonna go check that out. Well, guys, that was a Chevelle SS. I did not know that Chevelles ever came full-bodied like that instead of the fastback. That's the first one I've ever seen. I'm not a huge Chevelle fan, so probably wouldn't know that, but look what just pulled in. At first it pulled in and I was like, is that a Studebaker? But the front end's wrong and the back end's wrong. And then at first I thought it's a weird T-Bird because the front end looked like a T-Bird. But this is a Kaiser Manhattan. Like Kaiser Medical Group, I guess they used to make dams, they used to make boats, they used to make all sorts of stuff. And the old gentleman who's driving it, he stopped and talked to me for a little while. It's just a beautiful car. He's had it for about 18 years. And he, you know, got it all up and running and perfect. And he really put a lot of time and effort into it. And, you know, that's the things you appreciate. Someday, maybe someone will look at my old 99 Shadow and be like, oh, it's a beautiful old bike, man. But until then, I'll just appreciate it from afar. It's just gorgeous. That, you know, that right there goes to show you that with proper work ethic and sacrifice, you can really just have nice things in your life. And this is a beautiful old car. The interior is immaculate, like things fully restored. Just a gorgeous car. Ah, shit, my saddlebags are open. I might want to close those up. My phone is going absolutely bananas right now, because my unit's been having some serious trouble the last couple days. As my brother, the felon, would say, full throttle. Apparently I'm not in as much of a rush as this guy is, or gal is. She's doing some good texting and driving there. That's real good work. Thank you. It's not like my life is important or anything. God forbid. But you make sure you send that to... Oh, I guess that model of Chevrolet doesn't come with turn signals. Oh, and here we have... This sets me off. Like, worse than no turn signals. Like, okay, so it's a what? It's a Buick? Yeah, it's a Buick. Okay, no turn signals. No turn signals on a Buick. Guess they don't have turn signals on this either. But it's okay, because you're so stupid, you stayed in the fast lane and let people pass you on the right. Let me hang on, I need to see. Do you look as stupid as you are acting right now? Let's see if you look that stupid. Let's see if you look that stupid. Are you stupid? Are you playing on a phone? Oh, you're busy talking. Oh, can't forget the Apple Watch. God. She got an Apple Watch on and she's sitting there talking to her daughter. Can't even stay in her own lane. Are you out of your... Be calm. Be calm, military rider. You don't need to end up on Motor Madness again. You don't need to do that. You need to be relaxed. You need to woo-saw. You need to just get into her lane and slow down to the speed limit. Just woosah. Woosah. Alright. So, hey, you know, there's a big white sign there. It says slower traffic, keep right. Imagine that, lady. People are closing the gap on you, and you don't know how to get in it. You know, I just said I was going to calm down. I literally just said it. And I didn't do it. I need to woosah. Time to work on some zen. I'm going to do some breathing. Like, if I was a cop, you know, you have certain amounts of discretion when giving citations and arresting people, okay? And like, I sit here and I think, like, okay, would I give somebody a ticket for doing 10 over? It depends on the area. School zone, yes. Everywhere else, probably not. I'm going to let you go about your business. But riding in the left lane on any road and having people pass you on the right, buckle up, Buttercup, you're going to jail. I'm going to find a reason to arrest you and keep you off the streets because you are a menace. Okay? Changing lanes without signaling? Oh, ooh, you best get your bail money ready. Oh, man, I promise you. I'm going to hit you with every single citation I got. Street racing? Okay, if it's on like a backcountry road and there ain't nobody there, you ain't hurting no one but yourself. I'm going to tell you to leave. This is your friendly neighborhood military rider signing off. You guys make sure you keep the rubber side down, shiny side up. Peace.
Now will I walk those golden streets or feel the fire below my feet?